Hey everyone watching, I'm Palphanam, and today we're back with the Kart Mower, or the racing mower, or once again, whatever you want to call it. I really need to come up with a name for this thing. But today we're going to be attempting to install a Jackshaft. So I have all the parts right here. I'm in the garage because we got like a massive snowstorm about, I don't know, a couple days ago, and we got like 2 feet of snow. And so it's pretty much impossible for me to work outside. And you can even see the snow on the tires because it just got, my mower pretty much got completely buried in snow to the point where I couldn't even see it. So that sucked. I had to bury it out. I had to dig it out, we got the heater going here, or whatever it's called, with the kerosene and stuff. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen them before. It's heating up the garage, so it's not so cold in here. It's still pretty cold in here, but it's at least doable with that in here. But anyway, let me go over what I'm gonna be doing today. All right, so as I just showed you, I have the Jackshaft parts. First thing is the shaft itself. It's actually 3/4 of an inch, and the axle is 1 inch. So it is slightly thinner than the axle itself, which I ordered it like that on purpose because it's cheaper, and I don't need a 1 inch thick rod like right in between my legs and stuff like that. And it also just adds more weight. The pillow block bearings are the same ones that are mounted actually. You can't see them, but they're mounted here, and they hold in the axle. They're the same brand, same ones, same everything, but instead they're just 3/4 of an inch thick rather than 1 inch thick like on the axle. And the little sprockets are 3/4 of an inch as well, but they support a number 40 chain, which is what I'm running. So that's also something good. That way I didn't have to order a 1 inch. I was worried that I had to order a 1 inch because I was running a number 40 chain, and apparently I didn't have to. And last, we have just a bunch of bolts that I picked up the other day. So the first thing I want to do is just take off this chain. It's already off the clutch, and it's not on the sprocket either. So I just have to undo the master link because this is linked in between that. I did that on purpose, but I'm gonna have to undo the master link, and this whole chain is gonna come off. And then I'm gonna start to drill holes in here. I'm gonna drill one here, one there to mount the pillow blocks with. And then I'm gonna cut a new hole here and run the chain through there. That's gonna be our new chain slot rather than this one. And then from there, I'm gonna have to put the chain back on and then just rehook everything up. All right, master links out. If you have trouble with taking out master links and you don't have pliers or anything like that, I just use a flathead and I'd stick it in between the edge, like there. And I just pull back and it just pops it right off. So now, all you gotta do is just pull it out. And there we go. All right, so I just sort of mocked up how I want the Jackshaft to sit right now. For those worrying about the height of the Jackshaft, so I know it's like really low to the ground. Well, I mean to the base of the mower or whatever it's called. I bought like a boatload of spacers, so it should raise the height just a bit because the clearance is so thin right now. It's so small that I don't even think the chain would be able to fit in between each sprocket. So it's a good thing I did buy a bunch of those little washers just to try and space it out from the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill these 2 holes. I'm gonna mark them perfectly, make sure they're straight. And then I'm just gonna start drilling and bolt them down. And then from there, I'm just gonna have to cut that with the angle grinder and then move the sprocket over. So it's a while later because for some of the older viewers that saw the video of me putting on the axle, you'd know I have the problem of the drill being too small and the bolts being too big for the holes I drilled. And the same case just happened here. So I had to do exactly what I did in that video and just stick the drill bit in and swirl it around for a really long time until it just bored out. And now each one fits perfectly fine. So that was the issue I had. All right, so we're back out here about, I don't know, a week and a half. I haven't had time to work on it. So we got the heater going, we got the place nice and warm, and I got a bit done off camera. So last time I recorded, I was installing the Jackshaft, And we got the jack shaft done, but not completely. So we still got to put some things on. All right, so here's the jack shaft that we put on last time I recorded, about a week ago, like I said. So I got that all done. The chain's nice, and I also just now added these pads for the chain, because originally here it was just metal like that, and so the first time I tested it, it was extremely noisy. So I'll put a clip of that right now of when I tested it. So as you just heard, you could hear the chain over the motor, and that was just at like half throttle, I'd say. So at full throttle, this thing would be absolute ear pain. So I just added that, and now it's so much more quieter. And the chain held on perfectly, even at full throttle. So that should be good. But now what we need to do is we need to run that link, well, that sprocket, and get the chain to the main sprocket, which runs to the axle. And originally I was going to use the chain that I split off of that, but I was short by like, I'd say 6 or 7 links. So I went ahead and ordered about 3 feet of chain here. And you can see this is the old chain that I broke. So I'm just gonna measure that. But firstly, what I need to do is cut a new slot here. So I'm gonna do now. And then I can start running the chain through and then marking everything on the chain. And I can just shorten that, and then we should be good to go. All right, we're finally back. This was a pain to cut for some reason, because there's actually like another layer, kind of like a firewall shield, but it was to protect you from like the original mower blade in case anything were ever go wrong, and that was a pain to cut through. But here's what I was talking about, and there's a sprocket down there, and I marked where I need to shorten the chain. So I'm just gonna quickly shorten that and then run it through and see how it looks. All right guys, so finally done with this. It still looks a bit slacky down there. And I might actually need to put a tensioner down there, I don't know how. But yeah, here it is. It might be like a link bigger than what it should be, but it's 10 times better than what it used to be. So that's all I'm glad with. There's, like I said, a lot of slack right there. But I'll have to see how that plays out when I actually try and drive it. But that's gonna finish it up for today. And then tomorrow I'm gonna put this onto the clutch so we can try and drive it again. All right guys, so it's the next day, and I just put the jack shaft chain on, and it's on jack stands right now. And everything's spinning perfectly. It's a bit noisy still, but it's fine. I got my helmet back there. I got my pants on again. So yeah, the tires are aired up. So we're gonna roll it outside, start it up and try and drive it. All right guys, well I'm outside. I'm just gonna lay the camera on my lap. Sorry, I don't have a GoPro or anything like that. And yeah, I don't have any proper way of recording this. So I'm gonna put on my gloves and to try and drive it. All right, here we go, number 2, I guess. That actually did really good. Oh, I'm rolling backward. Whoops. Let me cut the engine off. I really hope that actually recorded. I'm pretty sure yeah, the rear chain came off. All right, I'm just gonna throw that back on, no big deal. I think I'm gonna put it out on the street so I don't have to deal with this massive incline. But it moved really well, so that's pretty good. Never mind, there's my problem. This was never actually tightened down. So I'm just gonna roll it back for a quick second, tighten that down. And I don't think that one's tight either. So tighten them both down, throw the chain back on, and put it on the street, see how we do. All right, back on and running. Let's try this again. I'm trying to readjust it. I'm just gonna try and go straight. Here we go. There we go. All right, brakes off. There she goes again. That key came off. I just rolled it back down. It's starting to rain now, which sucks. And I was just redoing the alignment on it, which sucks. I didn't try and drive it again, but it moved 10 times better than what it did before. And the chain link didn't break. The chain just it just came off, and it's likely due to the slack down there. So I'm probably just gonna have to get a tensioner down there, which I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I could probably learn a tensioner off something of this, and I could try and do that to tension the chain down there, but I can't work anymore because it's starting to rain. And yeah, so that was test drive attempt number 2, and it was 10 times better than what it did before, but it is coming along. So I'm recording this outro on my computer right now as I'm editing the video, and the reason for that is because the day after the clip you just saw in the video, I got the go-kart mower driving. And so I'll throw in a clip of me actually legitimately driving it. So as you just saw there, I was just kind of driving around my neighborhood going very slow because I had to steer with one hand and record with the other. It's not very easy, so I wasn't going very fast. Yeah, next time I drive it, I'll properly mount some cameras because I didn't actually plan to record that until it started actually moving, and I was like, holy crap, okay, I gotta get a quick video of this so I could have it for the video, and luckily I did. Next time, like I said, I'll properly mount some cameras for it so you can have legit driving footage. Also, the clutch got burnt out in the process of me driving it, unfortunately, because the hills in our area are insane, and the go-kart mower is pretty heavy, and clutches don't like heavy things. So I'm going to get a torque converter next video, and we'll be installing that, and that'll be the main focus of next video, and driving it and working out any kinks or bugs. So that'll be next video. Stay tuned for that. It'll be interesting, I promise. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe, comment, and share it with anyone you know or any of your friends that may be interested in a build like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.